Recording. Okay, so hi, Jessica. I got your question. And the one thing that I guess I didn't necessarily know was where this thing had to be, nope, this one, that where this thing had to be solved. But we'll talk, here's what I mean. So we know we have cosine 3 theta plus pi over 6 equals 1 over root 2. So I don't know if you wanted to solve this on 0 to 2 pi, or if you wanted the general solution. So I could, mostly the same thing. I'll go ahead and do both. But I'm going to deal with the this one first, if I was solving it on 0 to 2 pi. If you're solving it on 0 to 2 pi, what I have to realize is the fact that you have this 3 theta plus pi over 6. So if you're doing that, you have to figure out where exactly this thing has to live. Okay, so if theta is between 0 and 2 pi, right? If you multiply everything by 3, I have 0, 6 pi, and if I add pi over 6 to each one, so this is the zone that you want to look at between pi over 6 and 6 pi plus pi over 6. So pi over 6 is down here, right? And then I want to be able to do that one and then 3 more revolutions off of that, right? Sorry, that I missed 3 revolutions because 6 pi. The other thing I want to do is we might not be as familiar, but 1 over root 2 is the same as root 2 over 2 if I multiply the top and the bottom by square root of 2. So I know where cosine would equal root 2 over 2. I'm talking about over here at pi over 4 and over here at 7 pi over 4. And pi over 4 is more than that pi over 6. So I know I'm not going to care about the plus 2 pi, the plus 2 pi over 6 thing. I'm just going to get this one and 3 revolutions thereof. Okay, so I'm going to say 3 theta plus pi over 6 is going to equal pi over 4, or 7 pi over 4. That's 1 revolution. I need 2 more. So pi over 4 plus 2 pi is going to be 8 plus 1. That's 9 pi over 4. So basically you're adding 8 each time. So that's going to be 9 pi over 4. And 7 plus 8 is 15 pi over 4. And then I need 1 more revolution. 9 plus 8 is 17 pi over 4. And 15 plus 8 is 23 pi over 4. All right. Then I guess I'm going to subtract pi over 6 from each one of these. So now I've got 3 theta equals, geez, what's 1/4? I'm going to get 1/4 minus 1/6 is 1/12. So, okay. Pi over 12, 7/4 minus 1/6. Is 9 pi over 12. 9/4 minus 1/6. Jeez. Here, you know what? I'm just going to pull this over the other screen, and I'm just going to tell you I'm subtracting 1/6 each time. So, what's my next one? Is 7/4 minus 1/6 is 19 pi. Oh, I already had that one. 19 pi over 12. 9/4 minus 1/6 is 25 pi over 12. 15/4 minus 1/6 is 43 pi over 12. 17 is 49 pi over 12. And 23/4 minus 1/6 is 67 pi over 12. Then all I'm going to do is divide each side by 3. So that's going to be pi over 36, 19 pi over 36, 25 pi over 36, 43 pi over 36. And there we go. Okay. So what if they had asked the same question, but they wanted the general form? I'm going to do everything pretty much the same, because I didn't need to worry about the 3 revolutions. For general, I'm just going to put 3 theta plus pi over 6 to equal pi over 4 plus 2k pi, or 3 theta plus pi over 6 equals 7 pi over 4 plus 2k pi. Then just subtract pi over 6 from both sides. So I've got 3 theta is pi over 12 plus 2k pi, or 3 theta equals 19 pi over 12 plus 2k pi, and then divide everything by 3. So you're going to get theta is pi over 36 plus 2/3 k pi, or 19 pi over 36 plus 2/3 k pi, which would be your answer. I think that one's probably the easier one in this case, but it works out just fine. Okay, sorry it took me so long. I know you emailed me like very early in the morning, but then I've been teaching all day, so it's the first chance I got. So, all right, let me know if I can help. Hopefully this helped.